Hello, just a quick video on my Arcade1up that's now got a Raspberry Pi inside it with the 32 gig pre-assembled, pre-built Wolfenoz image from Arcade Punks. So it's got the stock joystick tops, but I fitted some new new buttons, light up buttons. They go into a USB encoder, a zero delay encoder. Other than that, the front is still stock. The switch at the moment don't work. Long term, I will get a little board so that they can still work. I've just left the board on the back still fitted. I fitted two little buttons on the side for the select, but I can also use them as pinball kickers, pinball flippers. Coming around the back, there's the RGB. This one isn't working in a minute, but if I plug it in, there we are, it's not plugged in there. There we go. So that's both of them working now. And then that just runs loose along the back of here. There's a little magnetic strip just on the back there, just so that the door can go back, and that holds it sort of tight enough, but I can still get access around the back when I need to. Coming in. Right then, so in here I fitted just a little light just when I'm working in here. I've got a bit of light really. We've got the conversion board. This is I think it's like an LVDS to HDMI board, I think it's called. But basically you just take the cable out of the back, take it and connect it into there, the earth onto there, the power to here, USB out to my Raspberry Pi, which is mounted on the side. All these bits that I've mounted on the side, the Pi, the amplifier, the PCB, it's all on Velcro, so that if I need to remove anything, it's really easy to do. Nothing's fixed in with screws. Here, a little bit of tape. Again, just to insulate it from interference from the back, from this metallic board on the back of the monitor. This was just a little bit of foam that came with the Arcade1up that I kept. And yeah, again, just a bit of foam to mount onto there. You've got your monitor, control board here, again linked via the ribbon onto the PCB. What else have we got? Again, just a little bit of cable management as well, just keeping everything sort of tidy-ish. Everything's connected into a strip. My RGB is connected into the USB slot in there. It didn't provide enough power for the Pi. I was getting low voltage indications, so that is plugged into there and then just routes up onto there with the two USBs going off to the encoders on the back of the board. That's the controller there for the power, for the stock power on and off, and the volume. Again, these are all, I think, trying to make out, but so the USB encoders are down the front there, so you can't really see them very well. Really easy to wire up though. Just make sure you do both, wire both boards the same. And then when you come to configure emulation station, if you've gone the wrong way around, you just need to swap the USB over in here. So what else have we got in here? Other than that, I haven't really changed anything. The power at the moment, until I get the board, the PCBs to connect up the actual power switch. What I've done, obviously I'll show it down through emulation station, but I've got a mini USB with a switch here. I won't switch it now because it's on at the moment, but I can basically power it down using Emulation Station and then knock the switch off here, and that'll cut power to the Pi. The strip is always on as such. So that's not really, but that's not really an issue. That just, there's a little bit of cable there, look, it just runs off down to the other end. And yeah, that's about it. The amp, that was pretty straightforward. It wasn't too difficult to connect up. There was a 3.5mm jack plug on that came with the stock. Snip the end of that off, and then, so you can't see them now because they're in here. If I come round the front, you can see there's one sort of speaker hole, and there's the other. So you get two speakers on the Legacy model. But again, you just route one into each side of the amp. Like that. It's pretty straightforward. I did have a few issues with the audio when I first booted it up. There we go. Yeah, I did have a few issues with the audio when I first booted it up. I had the so you got a feed in, which is just here. Now I did have that connected into the Raspberry Pi, and I was having issues with audio not playing in the games. Once I moved it from the Pi up to the LVDS board, so the audio goes from the Pi through the HDMI up to the LVDS board. LVDS board comes out there into the amp, and then amp out to the speakers. Once I got it rigged that way and configured it on Emulation Station, I can't remember what the setting was. Let's have a look. Sound settings. So that was eventually how I got it to play audio in the games. All I got to do now is find a good sort of scan line. But I'll just use the built-in ones from RetroArch. So yeah, that's the cab as it stands. Just a couple more things to do, but for now I'm happy. You know, I can wait for now for the switches, and I'll probably sort of look at doing that after Christmas. So yeah, nice.